And Fantasy, once again, going to deny the third base as long as he can. He might be able to deny it completely. I don't see a way that Pure could really take his third base unless he goes out with a shuttle, drops a... because look at this probe's going to go down. It wouldn't have been able to put down the Nexus anyway, but what? Probe! Oh, man, Hero Probe taking down a Vulture by itself. Absolutely ridiculous, but still that mine was there, so it can't throw down the Nexus, unfortunately. There is a troop there getting rid of that mine, though, so Pure should be okay. He locked himself in with pylons. I guess he was expecting a Vulture run by inside of his main. But now he's going out into the middle of the map. He has his observers with his Dragoons this time, so he should be okay. But Fantasy's army is pretty scary. I think that Pure should play defensively right now, try to throw down his fourth base, and get that advantage. Here comes the first Arbiter out for Pure. He didn't even set a rally point for that, but it looks like, oh man, running into a huge tank line. So Pure actually not doing too well in this game. If he can get out a couple of bases, actually doing a nice little pylon block for any potential harassment of that 9 o'clock base. But if he can get up his fourth base, he's going to be okay. He's going to be able to keep that economic advantage, keep the superiority as far as economics go over Fantasy. And Fantasy has a lot of tanks, plenty of tanks to tackle this number of Dragoons. So maybe teching 2 Arbiters this early wasn't the best idea in the world for Pure, but Pure put plenty of pylons there to block. I guess because that one pylon is very badly damaged, he thinks, well, I'll probably need another one there just in case that one goes down. Now he's going out with his shuttle, being spotted by the very fast Vultures, coming down to, a lot of probes coming up, transferring to the 9 o'clock position. I'm not sure if Fantasy knows about that, but it looks like he might going up with his Vultures. He's looking for the rest of the probes, and he only finds a couple of them, though. Laying plenty of mines, though. He seems to have found the Achilles heel of Pure in this game, just mines, mines, mines. It's okay. The Arbiter out, being spotted by Fantasy. So Fantasy probably going to lay some more mines, dragging into Pure's units. Oh, Pure has lost so much to mines in this game so far. That one mine surround was ridiculous, but now he has plenty of gateways out. I think he was actually building a cannon inside of his main to fight off any potential Vulture harass. No, Pure! Wait for your observers! Oh no, so Fantasy definitely has the military advantage right now. Oh, not quite, but he has plenty of tanks to fight this back. He's a little bit below population, but it's not going to make too much of a difference if he drags all the mines into these Dragoons. Oh, here come the Speedlots. Speedlots getting ready to push. And wow, Pure coming out of nowhere with a stasis and a nice little pincer attack from him, pushing back all of the tanks. But he's got the... Oh, Fantasy is microing very well to fight off these Zealots as best he can anyway. And now here comes even more reinforcements coming in for Pure. A lot of troops, but he's got to make it count. He's got to take out everything to get this done. Fighting back the mines being laid by Fantasy, fighting with Marines as well. Oh, wow. So Fantasy actually being drilled down. But he has actually 10 population over Pure right now. So Pure didn't get enough damage to really make that count. And now Fantasy has spotted a new base coming up. So Fantasy really up on his scouting in this game. Really up. Oh, another mine. I saw another mine drag into Pure's troops. So Fantasy pushing here, snaking up the map. Loses a couple of Vultures to a mine drag, but nothing too significant, I think. Laying another trap. So Pure might fall for this trap, try to come back, save that base, and run right into a huge mine trap. Look at Fantasy's mine traps in this game. Just laying them all over the place. Just everywhere he can, right next to this base. He's just trying to lure Pure in, saying, Pure, I'm attacking your base. Come on, come over here, try to save it. But now the tank's coming in to get the pincer attack. He's going to wedge Pure into that tiny little area up there if Pure isn't careful. But Pure coming up with some troops of his. Oh, no! Pure! No! More mines dragging into him there. Oh, wow. Killing a lot of probes that were transferring over to that position. Oh, even more mines. Pure, at least he got a couple of stasises up there. So that's something for him. But now the Dark Templar. Pure getting just owned by mines in this game. And he's not going to be able to protect this base up here at the 10 o'clock. I don't see a way that he can do it with the amount of mines and tanks in. I don't think he's going to be able to get up here, so he's going to have to sack that base. And if I were Pure, I would find maybe the 6 o'clock position or the 5 o'clock position, take that, try to hold it, because now Fantasy he's working on his 4th base if it's not up and running already over at the 3 o'clock. So Fantasy's doing excellent job working his way back up. And like I said, oh, sorry, Pure. Maybe Pure heard me. He's like, Nuke said I should expand at the 5. So he did. I'm sorry, Pure. You got scouted immediately by Fantasy. So now Fantasy could have moved down to that 5 o'clock position. Never listen to me, Pure. Dear God. So with this 10 o'clock position going down, and now Fantasy has the advantage in every part of this game. Military advantage, economic advantage, destroying that base up there. But Pure is moving up. He's going to have to get some nice stasises to protect this troop because it's being pincered in by Fantasy. He has plenty of troops to get this pincer. Oh, just ripping through the Dragoons, popping like balloons. But there is another nice stasis from Pure. It's not going to matter, though. He doesn't have any way of getting those troops out of there aside from a recall. But he's not going to have the energy for that anyway. At least he's harassing this base over at the 3 o'clock position. One single zealot, but it will be taken down by vultures soon. So Pure wasn't able to take the 5 o'clock. He's trying to take the very top 10 o'clock base. And that probably would have been a better idea in the first place, be able to block with some pylons, rather than taking the natural expansion up there at the 10 o'clock. But still, Pure is moving out. He's way down in population, but he might be able to get this done with a nice recall of sorts. Maybe a recall on all the important production buildings, something like that. Look at the amount of vultures. Oh, the vulture terrorist getting it done. Oh, he's just going to surround these Dragoons. And when your Dragoons are losing to vultures, that's when you know you are definitely on the back foot, because Dragoons should not go down the vultures ever. Ever. But here come the tanks, just wedging Pure into these little areas where you can just trap him and get the damage done. Another pincer attack coming in from Fantasy. Huge amount of vultures in from him. I don't know where he gets all these troops. He really is I Love UV incarnate, but takes out even more troops, and Pure is completely whittled down. I don't see a way for Pure to get back in this game. And he started so strong, too. Just the mines have been ridiculous in this game. No speed loss to push out front and take down the tank. So he's once again confined to his natural expansion. And without recall, I don't see a way that he's going to be able to do this. And Fantasy is positioning himself over at the 9 o'clock position to take that out, too, with only a couple of siege tanks. But without a shuttle, and I don't see a way that Pure is going to be able to defend against this. Recall at the 12 o'clock position, recalling right on top of there. So Fantasy's going to lose that base. So many Dragoons in, so I don't think he's going to be able to save the command center. But he's getting a lot of damage done over at the 9 o'clock position in the meantime. Pure not really he was not focusing on the command center. Now he is. He's going to be able to take it down. But his own Nexus is probably going to go down here as soon as Fantasy breaks through the pylon. He hasn't focus fired on the Nexus right now, surprisingly enough. Oh, Pure forced to cancel the 6 o'clock position. And now Fantasy is all over the map. He's expanded down at the 5 o'clock, too. And he has troops and mines all over the place. As that single tank finally focus firing on that Nexus. While, oh, another recall from Pure. It might not. Oh, Pure. Well, he is going to be able to take out that command center, but he lost. No, Pure. Running into another mine. Oh, Pure is ridiculous. So Pure, after this game, I think he's going to be having nightmares, rather, about mines. He's going to be tossing and turning in his sleep. The mines are dragging to me. So, okay, Pure trying to harass that 5 o'clock position a little bit. He's actually done a great job denying the bases of Fantasy, because he took out the 12 o'clock and the 3 o'clock. But he lost one of his own mining bases in the meantime. Didn't have any response to that single tank that was over there. So Pure, pretty nice counterattack, but Fantasy, he has a larger army out, a much larger army, about twice the size. So yeah, there's the GG from Pure. Gallant effort near the end, but not quite enough. Oh, mines. Mines. Well, this has been Nuke. Moving on to Group D.